Good morning, all of you. Okay. Debargo, only Debargo is present. Uh, Today, I will discuss some MCQs. Okay, in the previous chapter, presentation of data. Okay. So I dictate the question. You write down and give me the answer. So question is, first number one, write down. A histogram is a graphical presentation. A histogram is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution. A histogram is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a Okay, Debargo, write down. Listen carefully. A histogram is a graphical presentation. A histogram is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a frequency distribution of a then colon, give colon. A histogram is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a option number A individual series, option A individual series, B discrete series, individual series, discrete series, C continuous series, D none of this. D none of this. I repeat, A individual series, B discrete series, C continuous series, D none of this. So Debargo, write in the chat box that which one will be the answer. Debargo, histogram, where for which series we can use tell me the answer. I already told that one. For this particular series we can use the histogram. Debargo, you can or not? Give response. No, Debargo. Only for the continuous series we use the histogram. Okay, it is like the bar diagram, but for the only for the continuous series we can use like 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. So for this continuous series we can use the histogram. Yes, very good. Okay, so write down number 1 answer, option C, continuous series. Okay, completed. Then I will start the next question. Okay, so write down the second question. Which of the following diagrams is drawn by which of the following diagrams is drawn by joining midpoints of the tops of all rectangles in a histogram. Which of the following diagram is drawn by joining midpoints of the tops of all rectangles in a histogram? Completed, Debargo? Okay, write down the options. Option A, frequency distribution. A, frequency distribution. B, frequency polygon. C, frequency curve. D, none of these. A, frequency distribution. B, frequency polygon. First one, frequency distribution. Second one, frequency polygon. Next, C, option C, frequency curve. Option D, none of these. Done? Okay, then tell me the answer. For which, yes, very good. Because top of the midpoints of top of the all rectangles in a histogram, when we join this, we get the frequency polygon. Very good. Option B. Okay. Write down the next question. Write down the next question. What is the shape of less than ogive? What is the shape of less than ogive? What is the shape of less than ogive? Done? Write down the options. Option A, rising upward. Rising upward. Option A, rising upward. Option B, falling downward. Falling downward. Option C, parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. Option D, parallel to y-axis. I repeat, what is the shape of less than ogive? Option A, rising upward. Option B, falling downward. Option C, parallel to x-axis. Option D, parallel to y-axis. So which will be the answer, Debargo? You already drawn this one. Very good. Rising upward. Yes. Next question, write down. Adjustment factor for any class. Adjustment factor for any class is equal to adjustment factor of any class is equal to for the unequal distribution or unequal class interval, when we draw the histogram, we need the adjustment factor, right? So adjustment factor of any class is equal to option number A, class interval of the first class divided by lowest class interval. Option A, class interval of first class divided by lowest class interval. Option B, class interval of the concerned class. Class interval of the concerned class divide by lowest class interval. Class interval of the concerned class divided by lowest class interval. Option C, class interval of the first class divided by upper class interval. Class interval of the first class divided by upper class interval. Option D, class interval of the concerned class divided by upper class interval. Yes, Debargo. Question is, adjustment factor for any class is equal to option A. Okay. Option C, class interval of the first class divided by upper class interval. Class interval of the first class divided by upper class interval. Option D, class interval of the concerned class divided by upper class interval. So, do you know what is the answer? No, Debargo. Class interval of the concerned class. That means respective class of the frequency distribution, respective class interval of the concerned class divided by the lowest class interval. Done? Okay, write down the next question. Which of the following is a shape of frequency distribution curve? Which of the following is a shape of frequency distribution curve? Option A, A-shaped, capital A, then give hyphen, then shaped, A-shaped. Option B, B-shaped. Option C, U or inverse U-shaped, U or inverse U-shaped. Option D, all of these. Option A, A-shaped. Option B, B-shaped. Option C, U or inverse U-shaped. D, all of these. Option D, all of these. Yes, very good. C, U-shape or inverse U-shape, because already we seen that one, na? Okay, write down the next question. Maximum it will be in the inverse U-shape. Okay, write down the next question. Data represented through a histogram can help. Data represented through a histogram can help in finding graphically the data represented through a histogram can help in finding graphically the give colon option number A 1 or A option A mean, option B mode, option C median, option D all of these. A mean, B mode, C median, D all of these. Done? Okay. Option it will be B mode. Okay. Write down option B mode. Answer is mode. Okay. So do you know what is mode? Debargo, do you know what is mode? Okay. Okay. So we in this series statistical series we have observations or item, right? So the number of items or the observations, the maximum number of occurrence. Okay, so which item is the occur or the frequency of the which observation is the highest or maximum. This is the particular, this number or this item or this observation is mode of this series. So the highest frequency or maximum number of the occurrence time, this is called the mode. So by the histogram, by drawing the histogram or represent the histogram, we represent mode. That means which items has maximum number of the frequency or maximum time occurrence. Okay. Next, write down. Next question. Ogives can be helpful. Ogives can be helpful in locating ogives can be helpful in locating graphically the ogives can be helpful in the locating graphically the option A mode, option B mean, option C median, option D none of this. Option A mode, B mean, C median, D none of this. So this one I think you can. What will be the answer? No, not mean. By the ogive we not locating the or find the mean, because we have the two type ogive, more than type and less than type ogive. When these two ogive intersect to each other, this point, this particular point, by this point we can represent the median. Okay, so option C, it will be median, Debargo. Yes, very good. Okay. Okay. Okay, Debargo, next. Write down. Next question. Yes, Debargo. Write down the next question. Bar diagram is a option A, one dimensional diagram, option B, two dimensional diagram, option A, one dimensional diagram, option B, two dimensional diagram, option C, diagram with no dimension, diagram with no dimension, D, none of this. So what is the answer? C, diagram with no dimension. Option C, diagram with no dimension. And 4, none of this. And 4 is none of this. No. Bar diagram is one dimensional diagram. It is only by one rectangle we present it, na? So it is one dimensional diagram. Okay, done. Yes, very good. Okay. Write down what kind of diagrams are more effective. What kind of diagrams are more effective in representing the following? What kind of diagrams are more effective in representing the following? What kind of diagrams are more effective in representing the following? I repeat, what kind of diagrams are more effective in representing the following? Done? Okay, number 1. So these questions, there are some topic is given. For this topic, what kind of diagram we use? So 1, monthly rainfall in a year. Monthly rainfall in a year. So monthly rainfall in a particular year, how by which diagram how we show it. So write down the answer for monthly rainfall in a year. Write down time series graphs. This time series graph is not done in your class. This topic, after completing the measure of central tendency, this topic I will discuss. Okay. So monthly rainfall in a year. Write down the answer time series graph. Done, Debargo? Done or not? Completed? Next, write down composition of the population of Delhi by religion. Composition of the population of Delhi by religion. So, population in Delhi, various religion we show by, write down the answer, pie diagram. Okay, pie diagram. And the last one, components of cost in a factory. Components of cost in a factory. This we will show by the component bar diagram. Component bar diagram. Okay, so for today I will end up here. Next day I will continue this class. Okay, so for today, students, thank you.